Hey friends, I'm Stacy and this is Gorgeously Aging. Thank you so much for joining me today. You guys, today we're talking about fitness over 50, and this can apply to anyone at any age, but using my own personal experience having an autoimmune disease, I do struggle with joint pain. This has been really hard for me over the last 10 years because I did grow up an athlete, and in my 30s I did several triathlons. I was a competitive swimmer, I played basketball, volleyball, and even through my adult life after having kids, I stayed active and athletic. I always had a gym membership and did a combination of classes, strength training, and running. During that time, I did notice the effects of my autoimmune disease on my joints, and I knew that eventually I was going to have to kind of modify my workouts and do some things different. My joint issues are primarily my hips as far as what really keeps me from running or doing any of those high impact activities. I think many women also with menopause just find a difference in their energy level and drive, which is really unfortunate because we all want to have longevity, we all want to feel good, be strong, and be healthy. I definitely approach fitness a lot differently than I used to, where I used to look at it as almost like a competitive thing and a means to look a certain way or be a certain weight or fit into a certain size. I now look at fitness as a way to stay vibrant longer and to live longer. I look at it more from the health benefits than from the physical benefits. Now, there's nothing wrong with wanting a toned body or looking at fitness from those perspectives. I certainly did for many decades. I do think we get to a point in life where we start to really think about just the importance of having some kind of workout routine that works for our body, that works for our lifestyle, and works for our age. So growing up, I was never big into biking. Of course, I had a bicycle to get from point A to point B, but like biking was not a big thing for me. Over this past summer, my husband and I got e-bikes, and I absolutely love biking. I also got a Yesoul bike, and I'm going to show you my bike. I absolutely love it. I'm obsessed with this bike, and this bike is like having a home gym. The great thing about biking is that it's easy on the joints, it's non-impact, it gets your heart rate up, and it feels good. I absolutely love how I feel when I'm biking. So my Yesoul bike has all these different programs. You can do scenic rides, you can do rhythm rides, you can do hill climbs, you can do strength training videos, you can do HIIT. What else is there? There's yoga, which I absolutely love. There are tons and tons of programs to choose from. It comes with an absolutely ginormous monitor, and for me, I feel like this is just an investment in my health and longevity. I love when I start my day on the bike. It always gives me a little bit more motivation to be productive and to have a really positive day. So I did reach out to Yesoul, and they were kind enough to give me a discount code, which is Stacy100 if you're interested in taking a look at it. It'd be an amazing Christmas gift for yourself or for the entire family. My husband Adam uses it, and my daughter Abby, who is a competitive ski racer, also uses the bike. And we all like the other programs too. You just turn the monitor around, select the workout that you're going to do, and go ahead and get started. There's also been times that I've been watching a TV show, and so I ride the bike without having a program on and just watch regular TV. The monitor is adjustable. You can adjust it up or down. So if I'm watching TV, I just kind of adjust the monitor down a little bit and watch whatever TV program or movie that I'm into at that moment. One thing that I'm really focusing on now that I'm over 50 is strength training. So I'm using these programs to build up my strength. Over the past year since my son's death, I really got out of my fitness routine, and for my whole entire life, fitness, whether it be walking, weight training, doing programs at the gym, it was always important for me to get some kind of activity in every day. I definitely have noticed in this past year with grieving and depression that I have just lost a lot of muscle mass, I've lost strength, and I just don't feel like my best self. I notice getting winded much easier than I used to, and that's something I want to change. Now that I'm over 50 and I know people in their 50s who've died of heart attacks and strokes, I don't want to be one of those people. I want to make sure that I'm taking care of my body and that I'm taking care of my mental health. I feel like I'm finally coming out of the darkness with this depression and grieving and finding my way back to myself. I know it's not an easy journey, but I know fitness is such a big, important thing for me as far as finding my way back. It's so easy to get stuck in a dark hole and feels like such a mountain to climb to dig your way out. Now, I realize fitness is not everybody's cup of tea, but it is something that is so good for you, mind, body, and spirit. If you can find something that you enjoy, even for those people who absolutely hate exercise, if you can find something that you enjoy it makes exercise so much better. Here's a little tip that I do, and this may sound a little bit quirky or even embarrassing, but every day when I'm brewing my coffee, I use a Chemex. So I pour a pot of coffee over ground coffee beans, and it takes a while for it to filter through the beans. While the coffee is brewing, do some exercises. I literally stand in front of my coffee pot watching it drip, and I do, with or without weights, I do some exercising standing right there. This may be upward as if you had barbells in your hand or dumbbells in your hand. It may be forward movements. It may be squats. And I just use that time while my coffee is brewing to do some kind of exercise. I have also gotten into the habit of when I use the restroom, I'll do 10 squats after I use the restroom. And you guys, I know it sounds really quirky, but once you get into the habit of it, it makes getting some exercise throughout the day, even if you don't like to exercise or you don't want to go to a fitness class, it makes it so much easier. Getting some exercise is better than not getting any exercise at all. As we age, weight-bearing exercise is so important to bone density. And so if you can get out and walk, if you can bike, if you can do weight training, all these things are going to help preserve your bone density. So I just wanted to come on and share my passion for this Yesoul bike. As far as bikes go that come with this kind of technology and programming, it is really a very good price. I was so happy they were willing to provide a discount code for $100 off. So if any of you are in the market for a good quality bike with the ability to do other home workouts, definitely check out the Yesoul bike. Let me know in the comments what you're doing for your workouts and if you've noticed a change in your body and your ability as you've gotten older. I know I have a unique circumstance having autoimmune disease, but I know it's true that as hormones change and menopause approaches, it does change our physical fitness intensity, it changes our energy level, and so much changes when we go through menopause. I'd love to hear your favorite workouts and how your workouts have changed as you've gotten older. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you in my next video. Be good to yourselves and to others.